channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got 3 of them folks who's from Colorado, and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shedeur giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you props? Like, where I drop the ball is where beautiful queens like you pick it up. You definitely did a great job in picking it up on the news, breaking down information, anything pertaining to Colorado, anything like that. Where I slack, a fire mama like you definitely pick up. So I just I was waiting to see you too, because I know it's my fault. I don't go live a lot. I don't be on this internet like I used to a lot. I will change that. I will be here more. In fact, I want to be on your platform more. I ain't gonna lie, you popping, and this why I be telling I didn't tell Discern to follow the program. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm proud of Discern because she knew for herself she can do this.
In the building. Big shout out to sis, another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well. Another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got 3 of them folks who's from Colorado, and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shedeur giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you props? Like, where I drop the ball is where beautiful queens like you pick it up. You definitely did a great job in picking it up on the news, breaking down information, anything pertaining to Colorado, anything like that. Where I slack, a fire mama like you definitely pick up. So I was waiting to see you too, because I know it's my fault. I don't go live a lot. I don't be on this internet like I used to a lot. I will change that. I will be here more. In fact, I want to be on your platform more. I ain't gonna lie, you popping, and this why I be telling I didn't tell Discern to follow the program. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm proud of Discern because she knew for herself she can do this.
In the building. Big shout out to sis, another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well. Another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into her channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap in the sis joint as well.
Hey, discern goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the brunch break. Hey, Miss Joanna. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome back, sis. I miss you. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing on this bright, sunny Monday afternoon? It's sunny over here. Um, yeah, it is super hot. It make you never want to go outside for nothing. Okay. But anywho, I thought I'd just come run it back one more time, hang out with y'all this afternoon. Just keep in mind too, I am your HR reminder. And if you are in the workplace, our lunch break should be taken between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Okay, so go ahead and hang out with me on your 15-minute break or on your lunch break. Hey, this is the brunch break. Welcome, family. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Oh, look at all the queens. Hey, y'all. Hey. So listen, y'all know we the village over here, and you know the aunties gonna check in, and we got something to say every time when it comes to our nephews, okay, nieces and or nephews. So Anytime Shedeur pop out, you can expect me to pop out too. You can expect me to pop out too. So listen, the chat is open for everybody today. Don't be afraid to join the chat. Come in peace. We are kind to everybody. Just come in peace. Also, if you are new here, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime and we support CU football. We are internet aunties, internet uncles, and internet cousins. And we do know that it takes a village to raise a child. Over here, we know it takes a village to teach and train, to reach and teach, to motivate and inspire our youth to greatness. If that sounds like something you would love to be a part of, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here. We would love to have you a part of the village. And if y'all have not already done so, check in with the membership. I think it's very reasonable. But if I have to adjust the fees, I will do that as well. But we are going to have discussions in the membership before we do actual shows going forward. So y'all take a look at it and I would love to see you back there. But other than that, how y'all doing? Joanna, Jennifer, Ryan, Nicole, I see y'all down there, loving on each other. I love it when the women get together, okay? Ain't nothing ain't nothing wrong with a sisterhood, all right? Don't let nobody convince you otherwise that you should not partner with and support each other as women. I'm just letting you know. When they trying to pull you from over here, that means they want you over there. And it's okay to support everybody, okay? It's okay to support everybody. If I have not stepped on your toes or offended you outright, please listen. I am approachable. Um, Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What were you talking about? Oh, okay. So, in other words, all right. Congratulations, Ryan. You know what? Email if you have a wish list, a virtual one, email it to me so that I can post it, and so we can probably get you some congratulatory support from the village. Also, the lady over there at Cleveland Browns, y'all know she has an alias over here, right? It's Mary K. Run. You know, you got to be strong with that K. It's Mary K. Run. And leave it up to our brother Dino. He calls her Mary J. Lies. So Mary J. Lies be doing, she be doing the absolute most, y'all. It's Mary K. Run or Mary K. Lies, whichever one. Shout out to her. So, y'all, the real reason why I wanted to come on here, y'all know I like to review, assess, and yes, ma'am, that's review, assess, and analyze and observe our nephew's interviews when he does his pressers. So basically, I want to check in real quick and do that. Also, just wanted to go over a couple of housekeepings. I know everybody down there in the chat. Go ahead and I appreciate you for your support and thank you, thank you, thank you. Without subscribers, y'all really give me a reason to come back because you're always supporting me. So that motivates me all the time to log in and share and check in because and I don't know if y'all know how this works because but every time I go live, it be different people in the chat. Like this time of day, I see a certain group, and when I go live at night, I see a different group. Hi, Miss Pamela. So it's like, okay, it's different people at certain times of day. So eventually I'll get to see everyone. So thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. So let's get into Shadeur's interview. Give me one moment. Let me share my screen. And this my first time hearing it, y'all. I have not seen any of it. So y'all might be ahead of me in some areas. Like if y'all have already seen it, great. I haven't had the opportunity to see it yet because I've been out and about, and so I had to rush back home and try to get this pulled up. Hi, Miss Pamela. Hi, Cortia. Welcome back, sis. Greetings. Okay, let me know when y'all can see the screen. Hold on, I think I have to drop an overlay down. No, that's it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I was notified, but I wasn't home, so I could not watch it. So I am watching Shedeur's segment for the first time with you all. So here we go.
What's going on? How everybody doing?
We're doing fine, nephew. Okay, from the looks of it,
I'm well. I'm well.
hold
I'm
on.
back at practice today, so I'm thankful.
That's right.
Yeah, in college. Yeah, in college it was.
So from the looks of it, it looks like Shedeur finally found someone to edge him up. He got a nice edge, around the perimeter of his face. I don't know if he found him a braid tech or not, but I don't know. We happy he got his hair done, but it looked like he did it himself. What y'all think? I know, right? Selma, I just said Selma. I just said the same thing. He done got his hair done. Listen, Shador knew he had an afro around the edge. Listen, he needed a temp fade so bad. He needed a temp fade so bad. I was like, let me send my son to Cleveland to cut his hair, honey. Because and see, when you Shador, and again, he has a reason to have trust issues. I get it. Jennifer, what you call them? Broomsticks. Listen, we're gonna do what aunties do over here, okay? We be looking at our nephew. We want to know, if he right. You know how you look over your children and you look over your niece and nephew. Let me see you. Let me see you. So we gonna do a once over. We gonna look at Shador. He done got an edge, y'all. He don't let somebody twist up his hair. Shador, did you do your own plaits, baby? I know that baby wanted his hair done so bad. He said, "Let me reach up in here and twist my own hair because I don't know who did." Shout out to the person who did his hair, but baby, we're gonna have to send you some straight home so you can part them a little bit better, okay? But yes, he finally got a haircut. Y'all know he been looking for a barber since the day he touched down in Cleveland, right? So we happy for him. Outside of the plat, he looked good around the edge. I could literally see Shador with a haircut. I could see how he'll look with a haircut with this, and he is super cute, handsome as always. Let's go.
Shows often. It's just adjusting to starting and stopping. Honestly, that's all it truly is. Is sometimes you're going high.
Hold
I'm
on.
well. I'm well. I'm back at practice today, so I'm thankful. Yeah, in college.
He said in college he had to emphasize. So the question was, hold on, what was the question again?
I'm well. I'm well. I'm back at practice today, so I'm thankful.
So the question was, have you had arm soreness like that before, where he had to take a day off? y'all, y'all keep acting up in that chat. So that's the question. Have you had to take a have you had arm soreness like that where you had to take a day off? That's the question he's about to answer. Also, last night, if y'all have not checked out last night live stream, we did a live stream. I'm in the process of cutting that up now. But Shador did respond, y'all. He responded to the rumors about him have soreness. If you checked his stories last night on Instagram, he did post. I feel like it was a flex, but he did post his trophy. the Johnny Unitas Trophy Award that he received last year. That's right. Yeah. So to me, that was his response to all the chatter about him having arm soreness. He was letting people know he's the Johnny Unitas Award recipient. What arm soreness? What y'all talking about? I had the strongest arm in college football. What are you talking about? Thank you, Joanna. So yeah, he posted that. He didn't say much, but he posted that, and that's how I interpreted it. Let's go.
Yeah, in college. Yeah, in college it was often. It's just adjusting to starting and stopping. Honestly, that's all it truly is. Is sometimes you're going hot, then you'll wait for a second, then you'll get cold, then get back hot, then
So he's saying he adjusting to starting and stopping. Let's go, nephew. We got
get
you.
cold, and my arm and body wasn't used to that. So it's just an adjustment like within the body, within my arm.
So in other words, when they put him in for a couple of reps and take him out and watch somebody else waste reps, he's sitting there and his arm is not getting the rotation that it needs to stay in good shape. But Shador is going to figure out how to keep this, arm in good shape, which I know he's going to figure it out. But to me, I feel like they're doing that on purpose to throw him off his game. So Shador, just be mindful. People are pulling stunts around you. So figure out a way to keep your arm hot like you need it to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty mature of you.
Okay, here go Mary Kay Live. She can't wait to get her question in there, y'all, honey. Here go Mary Kay Live. Everybody, I need the chat to do what it do when Mary Kay lives, when y'all hear her on here. Mary Kay Ryan, what you got to say?
I guess maybe mature isn't the right word, but for you to self-report, when I know it's hard for you guys to take yourselves out of even one rep when you're in the middle of a competition. So,
Hmm.
did you have to debate that at all, or did you just know
No,
like,
of course you.
I have to question everything that she does. So she asked Shador, and she didn't want to use the word mature. Okay, she was way too close. I need her to wear a mask. We need Mary Kay Run to wear a mask when she up in our nephew face, because baby, we don't know what you got, because we know that thing's still going around too. So if Shador end up sick this week, we're gonna blame it on her. Okay, we're gonna blame it on her because she is way too close to his face. But she was like asking him about self-reporting his soreness.
Of course, it's definitely something in your mind, and I always hear my dad's voice in my mind, all the time because it's always bone or blood. You know his motto, and his slang with everything. So, of course, I was definitely.
So basically, if y'all not sure what Coach Pryor, he says he usually asks them, "Are you injured or are you hurt? If you ain't bleeding, you can play." That's what Coach Prime be telling them children. So Shador had to assess himself and recall what his father would say and how his dad would advise him when he made the decision, of course, to not practice yesterday. Let's go back a little bit.
In your mind, and I always hear my dad's voice in my mind, all the time because it's always bone or blood. You know his motto, and his slang with everything. So, of course, I was definitely hearing his voice in the back of my head. But at the end of the day, I want to be productive. I want to give you guys the best work, and I want to be at my best at all times. You know.
So he wants to, say he wants to do his best at all times. Shador, you are doing great. We are very pleased with your production. Who else can say they have had 9 out of 9? Okay, 9 out of 9. No, he's been doing the best out of the whole QB team, honey. So what do you mean? We see you, and I know you know it too, and they see you too.
The MRI.
Okay, I don't know if was that Mr. Gross man. Was that the Gross man asking him did he need an MRI? Did you ask Kenny Pickett did he need an MRI with that fake ass injury? When they pulled Kenny Pickett out a week ago, Sir, did you ask Kenny Pickett the other day, y'all? When they talked to Kenny Pickett yesterday, I think it was a Friday. Did y'all ask Kenny Pickett did he need an MRI? Why would you ask Shador that? You raggedy man. You raggedy, raggedy, raggedy.
For what?
And Shador say for what? That's right, Shador. Come on now. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on.
You know,
Why would he ask him that? Did you, Shador, keep it professional, baby.
the MRI for what? I hope I ain't breaking anything.
Listen, all I'm saying is, did he ask Kenny Pickett? Did he meet this? Here's where I'm going with this. When I first heard Kenny Pickett was out due to a hamstring, I said that's a ham lie. Okay, the only thing hurt on Kenny Pickett is his feelings that he had someone better come in that's going to take him out of the competition. Kenny Pickett, in my opinion, him and Dylan Gabriel, they need to sit on the bench together. They do. They need to sit on the bench together. Because this is the Shador show. Y'all know where we at. We came to see Shador. We are here for Shador. All respect to Joe Flacco. I ain't gonna blame him too bad because he's a veteran and he got over 40 years. He's 40 years old. He got 40 years in the league. Okay. So we gonna show some respect to the vets. But Kenny Pickett, that was a lie. Did y'all ask Kenny Pickett about his MRI, by his X-rays, by his test they ran on his hamstring? Listen, don't be playing this Shador face with this mess because we gonna clock it every time. Okay? We gonna clock it every time.
Yeah. Buddy, come on now.
Shador know them by now. Like, come on now. Don't be playing. Let's go.
I hope I ain't breaking anything. Yeah. Buddy, come on now. No, I haven't been told that yet. So what are you hoping to get from that? Reps. I think that
I couldn't make out what the first question was, but he asked Shador, what are you hoping to get out of today? And Shador said, reps.
that's pretty much it. Is reps. No, I haven't been told that yet. So what are you hoping to get from that?
So I think he asked him
Reps.
about if he's going to
No, I
play
haven't
in the
been told that yet.
Carolina.
So what are you hoping to get?
Hold on.
Buddy, come on now. No, I haven't been.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to keep rewinding. So Mr. Gross, we're gonna call him Gross. He asked Shador, have you been told how you Friday are you gonna be in Friday's Carolina game? And Shador said, no, not yet. Okay.
Told that yet. So what are you hoping to get from that? Reps. I think that's pretty much it. Is reps.
The questions be so dumb that I could send fifth graders out there to ask questions that's gonna be more thoughtful, more articulate, and more respectful than the ones these so-called journalists ask Shador, okay? I can definitely send y'all a group of fifth graders, probably fourth graders, that are smarter than those journalists out there at the Cleveland Browns. I'm serious. Because ain't now one of them smarter than fifth grade, in my opinion.
What do you think the reps you're going to get in this first joint practice are going to be as you guys get ready for that?
Yeah, I think every rep I get in general is valuable. We definitely taking things up a notch. I would say with everything. So every rep, anytime I step on the field, I take it, like it could be my last because you don't know. There's players that we was and just practicing with last week that's not here no more. So like I said, it's more about a bond. It's more about going all out. It's more about how you'll be remembered.
Where do you feel like your growth has been the most?
Let's predict
How you'll
again.
be said. It's more about every rep. Anytime I step. I think every rep I get in general is valuable. We definitely taking things up a notch.
And we can see that, Shador has definitely separated himself from the rest, as far as I can see. When Shador is out there in training, it's almost like he is in the game. But it's like compared to the other three quarterbacks, they're out there like it's just practice. Like they're pitching the ball to their little nephew, or Joe Flacco out there playing ball with his son. It's like I don't see the urgency in the other quarterbacks or the passion in the other quarterbacks that I see in Shador. And that's just my honest observation. I don't mind giving people credit where it's due, but I just don't see it. Am I the only one? Listen, am I the only one that can tell that Shador is practicing full out and the other guys are just loafing? It's like they're just out there, they're not really even trying. But that's my observation.
I would say with everything. So every rep, anytime I step on the field, I take it, like it could be my last, because you don't know. It's
Because he understands. He understands, he takes every rep like it could be his last. Not only because things happen, but he understands it's him. He out there by himself. He out there by himself. He literally has to win every day. He has to win every season. And even if he does good, based on what that owner said and based on how Kevin Stefanski represents, even if he is the best, they're not going to allow him to be who he is. They'd rather sink their whole ship. This is my opinion from what I could see, because they have given us a look and a glance into their mindset. Them people over there at Cleveland Browns would rather sink their whole ship. They'd rather bring the whole house down before they let Shador be the face of their franchise. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the chat. You said the others don't have to work. The things they said would not be handed to Shador have been handed to them. Exactly. It's a clear difference. Coach Prime says practice like it's a game. He definitely do. Haven't seen very much media coverage on DG. They gave him some time, but they just cut Shador's up separately. Yeah, it goes back to what we have been taught and trained um all of our life. We can't do what other people do. Who else had this talk from their mama and their grandmama them? And told my children this. You can't do what other people do. You can't be like other people. You have to be better. And not just a little bit, be the best. And see, that's what Shador is on right now. He knows he can't look remotely the same as those other three quarterbacks or do anything out of line. You know, he has to be better. He has to be great. He has to be almost perfect to get the credit and recognition that he should have. Not that he's looking for it, but he's all that by himself. By himself, he has single-handedly put Cleveland Browns back into the algorithm. By himself. By himself, Shador's face, his name, his life image and likeness has brought the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Downs, the Cleveland Clowns. He raised them from the dead by himself. Okay? And to see the ingratitude and disrespect of the owner, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when I tell y'all, it wasn't just disheartening, it was truly, remarkably, you know, and caucasity fashion, arrogant as hell. It wasn't even the caucasity of it all, y'all. It was, oh wow, look at Satan. Satan is gonna do what Satan gonna do. Yes, the Cleveland Clowns, honey. Because they got all those helmets that if it wasn't for Shador being on this team, every time I talk about Cleveland, I will replace all those helmets with a clown face or a poop emoji. When I call them the Cleveland No downs, no browns. That's what they are. A poop emoji. That's what we can replace them with. But I'm gonna show some respect for my nephew. I'm not gonna deface and desecrate. I won't desecrate them while he's on the team. But baby, when I tell you we are looking for the day, how many of us are looking for, praying for, and praying to God for the day he is off this team? I promise you, he can have a great season 3 years in a row, but we want him off this team. Let's go.
players that we was and just practicing with last week that's not here no more. So like I said, it's more about a bond. It's more about going all out. It's more about how you'll be.
So not only is he looking for the reps and making every rep count, he understands that even with the young men that he do the reps with, tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow has not been promised to some of them. He was practicing with them one day and they was gone the next. They didn't make the team, right? Um, and that has to have some an effect on him some kind of way because he's bonded with them. And another thing I want to point out too, we see whenever we see Shadeur making his reps and doing great, he's also making other people look good. So we're going to talk about that too in a little bit.
Remember,
And where do you feel like your growth has been the most? Is it on the field? Is it in the meeting room? Is there a specific place where you say, man, I
I
really
When I tell you I can't stand Grossy because he doesn't have a conversation with Shador to bring the best out of him, to learn him. He's only talking to Shador so he can go back on that radio show and talk shit. Excuse my language. He has nothing good to say about Shador. And see, me, the way I'm set up, I'm not made to be in the face of people who I know can't stand me, y'all. I ain't made like that. Now, if I'm at work, I know how to be professional, do my work, go in my office, boom. We in the meeting, have a civil conversation, boom. Shador is he's at work. But deep down inside, as an Aquarius, we don't fool with people like that. It's listen, you don't fool with me, and I get it. Good. Stay over there. You gotta look at somebody's face and knowing every time they open their mouth, they ain't doing nothing but trying to defame you and all kind of crazy crap for no reason, unwarranted, simply because of the shade of your skin. At the end of the day, they can't tell me what the issue is they have with Shador, except for the fact that he's a young, gifted, and black quarterback. That's it. That's all. Give me a reason why they don't want that boy there. Why they don't want to give him the credit and the validation that he's due. Not that he needs it from them. He already knows who he is. But they can't give me any justifiable reason why they defame him the way that they do and why they create these lies and narratives, other than the fact that he's a young, gifted, and black quarterback, more gifted than all of their little nep whoever you want to call the Jackson Darts and Dylan Gabriels.
would say, I would say mentally. I would definitely say mentally. Even regardless if people, if media, have good ways or bad ways to come about me, I'm more mature and not making those same mistakes I made.
And he's talking directly to one of his biggest haters, Grossy.
In college or whatever I did. So, I treat everybody with respect and with care. And whenever everybody gets over, their
Yeah, and he's talking to the room because they sit there and create those lies. They be in his face 1 second. The minute he walks away, they're on their damn platforms telling lies and talking crazy about him. So he's a strong young man, a very a young man full of character. Okay, to look in the face of people that despise you and give them somewhat of a correction. They don't see it as a correction, but he's just letting them know this is where it is, this is how it is. And there's no animosity coming from him. He's never disrespectful or confrontational when he gets to that podium, even though he knows he's in a room full of vultures. So he's literally talking to the room.
own hate towards me for their own weird reason, then,
He's answering this question from Grossy, the one who likes to sit there and create narratives and project and deflect when he's speaking about Shedeur. He's the one. Grossy, in case y'all don't know, Grossy is the reason why the quarterback tracker exists. Okay, the quarterback tracker exists because day one of OTAs, voluntary OTAs, Grossy got his gross looking behind on his platform and told bold faced lies. So then the quarterback tracker was invented, and now we get to see the data next to the actual footage of Shedeur from day to day to day to day compared to his peers in the quarterback room, thanks to Grossy, the biggest liar on earth, him and Mary Kay lies.
Whatever I did. So, I treat everybody with respect and with care. And whenever everybody gets over, their own hate towards me for their own weird reason, then,
He said for their own will reason. Nephew, I know you have to be politically correct up there, but we know why they feel the way that they feel, okay, and why they act the way that they act. You can't say it, but I will. It's open. It is open racism over there, and they use their professional titles and their access to, yield their pens and in a slick way ask you questions so that they can go back and curate a narrative or a story to say something completely the opposite than what you just said. But though he calls it their weird reasons, but we know why they do it.
everything will be back good. So that's it. That's where I grew the most, is I'll say mentally.
Shadeur,
Great
you
question.
still haven't taken any reps with the one offense, but you took some against the one defense. Did you find that particularly valuable going against guys like Denzel and whoever else is out there with the ones?
So this reporter is asking him, saying, "You still haven't taken any reps with the ones offense, just with the defense." Hold on.
That's where I grew the most, is I'll say mentally.
Shadeur, I know you still haven't taken any reps with the one offense, but you took some against the one defense. Did you find that particularly valuable?
So he said he hasn't taken any reps with the ones offense, but he did take reps with the ones defense. Does he find that? Does he find any value
Going against guys like Denzel and
going against the ones
whoever else
defense?
is out there with the ones?
Yeah, I would say pretty much. I view it as the defense does a great job of mixing players in. So backers, you got rookies out there sometimes. DBs, you got different guys out there. So it's not mentally I go out there, I'm like, oh, these are the ones I'm going to get nervous. Like, it don't got anything to do with that. And truthfully, I don't care what O-line I go out there with. It could be ones, twos, threes, whatever the situation is. And I know Friday when the game is, if I'm with twos or I'm with threes, it don't matter to me. I'm just ready to get down and get to, doing what I could do.
Shadeur's ready to play. The only people worried about the ones, the twos, and the threes are the media and us. Shedeur is truly grateful for the opportunity to play.
Shedeur, what's the past couple months been like? Because your dad came out with the announcement of bladder cancer.
Now here go these weird. Oh my God! I had to sit up for this. Okay, y'all pray for me. If y'all got children listening, please put me in your ear. If I'm in the car, please put me in your Bluetooth. If I'm at home, take me out TV real quick, because I can't promise you that I'm gonna be able to get through this question without cussing. I'm just being honest. Y'all got 5 seconds. Let's go.
Last week in the street, just what's that?
So, Mr. Grossy, and we got to find him a name because he's gross as hell. Asking why this is so tacky. It's tacky in life. If nobody has never told y'all, hear from me. Do not ask people about their personal health. Do not ask them about their parents' health unless they open the door. See, I will, and I will respect their questions if I knew they were coming from a good place. I will respect their questions if I didn't know that they are being paid and prompted to be adverse and confrontational to Shadeur. Because they don't get this damn personal with Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flack. Do they ask Joe Flack about his bad back? Do they ask him the fact that he can't run? Did y'all see the video of him trying to run the other day? It was horrible. It was like a 93-year-old man out there trying to run. Shout out to the 93-year-old man. But it was cringy as hell. Do they ask any of those others about their family's personal business? It's tacky as hell in life, not just here on this platform with Shador, but anywhere. And I know Coach Prime is somewhat like a celebrity, but it's none of your damn business. If Coach Prime wanted to see y'all, he would have came to Cleveland. He clearly didn't want to see y'all, and clearly Shador didn't want him to see y'all because he told him don't come. But these people are disgusting.
In the last couple of months, get to doing what I could do.
Shedeur, what's the past couple months been like? Because your dad came out with the announcement of bladder cancer.
Okay, listen to this dumbass question. He said, What's the past couple of months been like since your dad came out with bladder cancer?" First of all, his dad only came out publicly last week about bladder cancer. It hasn't been a couple of months, sir. It's only been a couple of days. So how long Shador has known about his dad's illness is none of y'all business. And regardless of how it's been like, you should be worried about how you made it worse. And I'm talking to the media. This young man has been focused on his career as a football player, being persecuted by the media on a daily basis from all angles. And you have the mitigated gall to stand in his face and ask him a question, which I know you don't care about him or his daddy. How dare you? The nerve of you.
Last week in the street, just what's that been like for you and the family?
In the last couple of months,
Yeah.
well, I would say is definitely stay focused mentally. Dad, he's one person that he'll handle his. We handle what we got to do. So it was something that we really ain't need to have no formal conversation about, because it was like, y'all need to focus on what y'all can focus on. Y'all can't sit here and feel sorry for me, and then that's affecting y'all doing that. So we all knew, because our family be talking in group chats and everything. So, but at the end of the day, y'all able to see, and y'all able to understand, everything on the field, off the field, what I go through. So then, you gotta be some type of human at some point in the way how I'm doing everything and how I'm handling everything that's thrown at me. You got no choice but to applaud at that.
Shedeur, here you are.
Great response, Shador. And Shador is very self-aware, to the point that not only is he self-aware, he is very aware of how people do passive aggressive things to provoke emotion out of him. Because to me, that was a very passive aggressive question. I could be wrong. Um, and he answered it beautifully, like he always does. Sometimes, just to be petty, I'll probably skip people. I'll probably do Coach Prime be like, next question, because I'm petty like that, and I know you don't like me, so I don't really want to talk to you, not about my personal business. Yes, I'm a bit immature too, but the fact that Shador stood up there and answered that question, he did that. He made me proud. He made me proud.
Heading into block 3 of this training camp,
Mm-hmm.
and you're still right in the thick of this 4-way quarterback competition.
Mm-hmm.
What does that
I still want her to step back, and I still want her to put on a mask.
say about how hard you work and what you've been doing behind the scenes that we don't even see to be still in this space?
Let's
What
go
does that
back some.
say about of this training camp?
Mm-hmm.
And
Doing everything and how I'm handling everything that's thrown at me. You got no choice but to applaud at that.
Shedeur, here you are heading into block 3 of this training camp,
Mm-hmm.
and you're still
She said, Shador, here you are headed to block 3 of this training camp,
right in the thick of this 4-way
right in the thick of this 4-way, whatever,
quarterback competition. What does
quarterback
that say about
competition. So let's be clear. Yes, he's in block 3 of training camp, but I don't think he's in the thick of a quarterback competition. I think that the coach The coach is ignorant. The coach, I think that the coach has an issue with people that look like Shedeur. That's what I think. Okay, these are my opinions. Um, and I think that the only reason it looks like Shedeur is in the thick of this competition is because he's the most talented out there, and he's surrounded by honestly Caucasian men who are jealous of his ability, his skills and ability as a quarterback. And let's be clear, the NFL has been very uh separatist when it comes to wanting to see a black quarterback be progressive in the NFL. We've just gotten, Michael Vick to me was, the best quarterback I knew. That's when I really got into paying attention to sports is when Michael Vick was the quarterback. So it's like to see a black quarterback do their job and do it well, it's just amazing. But still, there are mindsets in the NFL who only feel like a quarterback should be white because they think that black quarterbacks don't have intelligence. That's their mindset. So when y'all hear me talk about there's a mindset that exists, I'm talking about that mindset that exists. Okay. So here you are with an owner that said he wouldn't pick you, and a so-called head coach that's pitting you against somebody who couldn't stand next to you on your worst day. Dylan Gabriel. Let's look at this. They are trying to make Dylan Gabriel better. Basically, this is what they're doing. The more Dylan Gabriel stands next to Shadeur and watches Shadeur progress through his reps, that he watches Shadeur form, he watches Shadeur, his technical capabilities. Just just so y'all know how this goes, he's sitting there taking mental notes on how he gonna make himself better. They're sitting there taking mental notes on how they're gonna coach Dylan up. There are times when they will use the best of you to mentor others and move you out of your job. Okay. So that's why he's in the thick of it because he has a coach that doesn't respect his skills and ability because he happens to be young, gifted, and black. Okay. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying it.
About how hard you work and what you've been doing behind the scenes that we don't even see to be still in.
So she want to get all in his business. Can't hold a candle. Listen, on Shadeur's worst day, Dylan Gabriel can't stand next to Shedeur on Shadeur's worst day. You hear me? All he can do is hope and dream. And even in his dreams, he can't stand next to Shedeur. Ever. So Mary Kay Live is sitting here asking Shedeur about what he do on his personal time. Baby, it ain't none of your business. Hey, Portia. Okay, come on with the policy. Y'all see what Portia put in there? HIPAA policy. I know that's right. That's what we do over here. Come on, ma'am. Thank you.
This mix.
Yeah, I don't think not getting out the mix is even a thought in my mind, in any room. So I know I don't think not.
Let's shine, nephew.
Quarterback
Hey, Peter D. Welcome, beloved. I want to take a pause for a moment to show some love to Peter D. Who else in here? If y'all can see, Peter D is our male, our brother, in-house brother, who comes by every now and then to say hey and exist among us. I appreciate you, brother, for your presence. Also, Peter D is a channel member. Thank you so much for your support, Peter D, and I appreciate you. Let's go.
competition. What does that say about how hard you work and what you've
She said, "What does that say about how hard you work?
been doing behind the scenes that we don't even see to be
How hard you work and what you do behind the scenes that we don't even see. It's none of your business, ma'am. If you don't see it, that means it's none of your business. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to say that.
still in this mix?
Yeah, I don't think not getting out the mix is even a thought in my mind.
So Shador is just letting her know, not getting out the mix. That don't even come across his mind
In any room.
in
So
any room.
I know I have the utmost standards for myself, and I know all I could do is go out there and do what I got to do every day and make as minimal mistakes. And I know it's long ways to go with everything. And I know, I lack experience on this realm and on this level. But one thing I can hang my hat on is in all pressure situations.
He be laughing at her in his head, Jen. It be a kiki. If I listen, one day, listen, Auntie I'm gonna step to my nephew and be like, listen, nephew. But the way he be dealing with that lady, he be kiki in his head when she talk. Like, first of all, I know he can smell her breath because she's too damn close. Okay, let me calm down. Let's go back to that smirk.
I lack experience on this realm and on this level, but the utmost standards for myself. And I
how hard you work and what you've been doing behind the scenes that we don't even see to be still in this mix.
Yeah, I don't think not getting out the mix is even a thought in my mind, in any room. So I know I have the utmost standards for myself, and I know all I could do is go out there and do what I got to do every day and make as minimal mistakes. And I know it's long ways to go with everything. And I know, I lack experience on this realm and on this level. But one thing I can hang my hat on is in all pressure situations, you know who I am.
And I saw that
Yes, Shador, she can't compete. She can't come. She can't even comprehend what you just said. She ain't gonna. She don't even understand. She don't even understand what he just said to her. Like, I'm on a different realm. I'm on a different level. You know what I mean? She don't. She can't even understand, let alone relate.
your dad mentioned on the Michael Irvin podcast that he wanted to come here and see you, but you
Yeah,
kind of
I
wanted.
told, yeah,
Here she go. Your dad mentioned on the Michael Irvin podcast that he wanted to come see you,
I told him
but
don't come.
And why did you say that?
none of your damn business. Come on, and why did you say that? First of all, Cleveland Browns has eaten off Shador since the day he got drafted. Let's be clear. Now Shador wants to pull back some of his, attracting power, meaning his dad, because y'all are overly obsessive when it comes to him and the Sanders name. And being that he has already put food on y'all table, he can save something for himself. His father is his father. If he didn't want his daddy to come here, fine. His dad didn't have to come here. That's something he gets to keep to himself. His relationship with his dad. I don't even understand why that's even a damn question. I don't even. Somebody help me out in the chat. Y'all got to correct me when I'm doing the most, okay? If I'm going way too left, tell me, come back, come back. That it ain't like that. If I'm looking at this wrong, if you're in the chat, I need somebody to be the other voice. Let me know I'm looking at this wrong. But for what I see, the young man was trying to reserve his time with his dad for himself, not with you vulture hungry vultures out there just want to put a camera in his daddy's face and get a moment. This is more than a moment. And this was prior to Coach Prime sharing with us about his cancer journey. Shador knew his dad was recovering. He didn't want to put that type of pressure on his father.
Because I mean, like I look at it at my own point of view. Like, um, I don't want him coming to see me right now because I wanna get to where I want to go then for him to see me. I don't want him to come and see me, get a couple reps and he's cheering like a good dad. Like, nah, you can't be proud of me right now. I gotta get to where I'm going, and I know it's a lot I gotta do to get there. So it's kind of like I just want everything that I'm doing is just like focus on this time, and I don't want no distractions because we know out of media we know how everybody will take it and take away from the team.
Exactly. Exactly. He didn't want that kind of distraction.
Just from him being my own dad showing up. So it's a gift and a curse at the same time.
It is. Exactly. Man, listen, I'm so sick of these damn people, girl. Oh, y'all. I I gotta take a quick break and breathe because I'm so heated right now. I told y'all this is my first time watching this. I have not watched this. I haven't watched this yet, and it's been out for about a good hour or two, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. So this is a real reaction, y'all, and I apologize, but this done pissed me the hell off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is the and it's not even audacity. It's the funky caucasity of it all. Like, ma'am, ma'am.
Going off of that, you said that you
Let me get into some of y'all comments before we go, cause woo, Lord, and I'm in there. Listen, they done struck a nerve with me. Peter said an Aquarian sarcasm. Clap back. Check that. I know that's right. Listen. Oh, he laughing because he knows we eating her up online. We be getting her together, honey. We be getting her right together. Portia say 12 whispering. I rebuke you under his voice, under his breath. He looking the devil in the eye. Okay. I'm sure he has to say a prayer before he get on that podium, honey. No weapon formed or something. Peter said, watch he tactfully tell her about her. Okay, okay. And that be the funny part because she don't even be understanding. She just got read for Phil with a smile on his face. Healing the power of sleep. Hey, said 250 million in jersey sales. Uh-huh. And counting. And counting. $250 million. Okay. And they treating him like this. For that alone. For that alone, he need a red carpet every day. Just because, honey. Samia said I wasn't wrong because Samia said she yelling at Mary Kay last. I'm yelling, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me speak. Let me speak a little bit softer. I didn't know I was yelling, but okay. Healing the house. Healing said, no, they want the dad there so they can take shots at both of them. Yeah, it's for in play for them to insult the both of them like they tried to do on draft. See, the NFL was upset that Coach Prime decided to do the draft viewing at his wonderful Prime Ranch as opposed to coming to Green Bay for draft so that they can humiliate them in front of the world. That was the plan, y'all. That was the play. But instead, Coach Prime, they did the viewing at home, which I think is fine too, because it's not like he did something nobody else ain't never done. It's other draftees. They did their viewing from home with their families. But it was a problem when Shedeur decided to do it. Yes, he did go home. I forgot about that, Joanne. He did go home. He trained at home, so he knew. Um, he was well aware what his father was dealing with. We didn't know, so everything is not for us. Showstopper, hey, you said I know he won't do that, but I wouldn't take another rep, make them play me or trade me. Listen, there's a lot of us feel that way. You said Miss Sim said I didn't want Coach Prime in Cleveland either. Me either. I said that, to a group of friends. I definitely didn't want him there. He's still healing. Yeah. Oh, they was waiting, honey. They was waiting. Let's go.
he was excited for you to get preseason reps. He knows that they're gonna have to play you in preseason.
Yeah, I
How
think that's bare minimum for sure.
how excited
Like I think anybody.
preseason?
Yeah, I
How
think that's bare minimum.
going
You
off
got
of
time for
that,
two more.
going off of that, he said that he was excited for you to get preseason reps. He knows that they're gonna have to play you in preseason.
Yeah, I
How
think that's bare minimum for sure.
how excited
Like I think anybody
right.
plays preseason almost.
How excited are you for that opportunity to kind of show out on that?
Yeah. Nah, I'm excited. I'll say overall, being able to be healthy to come to practice today and being able to go against the actual defense and get live reps and everything. So I'm just thankful I prepare each day, as such, and I stay focused throughout everything. So whenever it is my time to get out there, I won't. I'll be able to be myself.
Shedeur, you mentioned earlier we're gonna do Jimmy and then Jeff, and we gotta cut it. Which strength of yours do you think can show up in a game setting that maybe we don't see as much in practice?
Have you watched me in college?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of that going on. I'm still the same guy.
Let me
I
see
don't.
that. I didn't get that question.
We're gonna do Jimmy and then Jeff, and we gotta cut it. Which strength of yours do you think can show up in a game setting that maybe we don't see as much in practice?
Did anybody hear that question? I didn't hear that question, but here we go.
Have you watched me in college?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of that
There's that confidence.
going
Yes.
on. I'm still the same guy.
I'm still Shador said, don't get it twisted. The only thing changed about me is this uniform. I'm still the same guy. I know that's right.
I don't. Nothing happened to me. I'm the same guy. If anything, I'm a little bit stronger
I know that's right.
emotionally and the way how I handle different situations.
Earlier about people hating on you, you're blocking that out, and everybody it seems like nobody's neutral. I love you, or I don't know how many people hate you, but anyway. So how do you block all that?
Ooh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. They cut the So the reporter asked Shador about how people are giving him unfavorable takes. He used the word hating on him, and how does he block that out? So Cleveland Browns decided to cut it right there. You see how they try to control the narrative? They didn't want to hear Shador's answer, or they didn't want that question to be out there. Because here's what I know: the Cleveland Browns itself, somebody in that administration, it could be their PR, it could be their communications department, it could be Kevin, it could be the owner. I don't know who it is, but they are directly responsible for the adversity in that city that Shador is receiving. I say that simply because if someone comes out and tells lies, and Shador isn't even like an average quarterback, he's a young quarterback, so he's still, in my opinion, very impressionable. The way that they go out their way to protect Dylan's feelings, they don't do that for Shador. In fact, it's been amped up. They had Mary Kay Lyon. She was the first one to come out and talk about he was only drafted because Jimmy Haslam felt sorry for him. That was a lie, simply because the damn owner just came out and said he didn't want Shador at all. I'm gonna try to find it, but I don't think it's out. They cut it out. And then you had Grossi come out and tell a bold-faced lie on how OTAs was going, and he tried to kick Shador down, talking about he was terrible and Dylan was the greatest. So no one from the Cleveland's front office came to speak out against it or correct it in any way. They allowed this behavior. And then they allowed these people to come in front of their talents and troll him in these press situations. You know, yeah, they cut it. This is what they did. They had the presser Shador's first, and they cut his separate from the rest of the presser. So whatever was left, they would not allow it out. They're controlling that because I guess it was a valid question, and in their mind, it would have made their either it made Shador look too good because he does handle them very well, and he doesn't duck any questions, no matter how invasive they are. So I don't understand why they would cut that question. You know, they put him up there in front of the most deceitful reporters who think they are so smart, right? And ask these little silly questions. They let him answer that. But when somebody asks him a question that he could intelligently answer and articulate himself through the adversity, They don't want him to display how well he understands things and how he's coping with the adversity. They don't want us to see that. They want to control that. Yeah, it's not up there. I tried to look earlier. It was blatantly disrespectful. Like that was crazy. Imagine you being in a staff meeting or you just got through onboarding and you get into a department and the department manager or the director say, yeah, we got a new person here, but this is not the person I picked. I didn't pick this person. It was out of 3 other people, but this is who so and so picked. Would you want to finish your work day? Would you even come back the next day? But in some cases, it's like, oh, okay. At least we know what we're dealing with. I'm always telling y'all, knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half the battle. When you know, then you can proceed accordingly. You can proceed accordingly. Welcome everybody. Hey Richie. Hi, Eutrina. Welcome. Like this is the worst situation for any young man to be in, anybody to be in. I know I said this earlier, but I don't know about y'all. But we praying for Shedeur to get over. It's like he's doing prison time. Listen, I'm not the one. I ain't no ride or die. I tell people all that. I ain't no ride or die chick. You go to jail, you on your own. But Shedeur is literally doing time right now at the Cleveland Clowns. He's a part of the Cleveland Clowns, and all they do is clown for a clown show. Okay, Cleveland Clowns. Okay, we waiting for Shedeur to get out, and the moment he gets out of the Cleveland Browns, Shedeur, we need you to drop a track called "Your First Day Out," baby. Bucky, go ahead and get that ready for us, cause we need him out. Get out. Well, you right on time, Peter. Cause listen, thank you so much for tapping in, though, y'all. Um, I appreciate y'all for being here. And if you're new and you're listening, I am Discerning Goddess. And welcome to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Especially if you come back over and over and you just don't hit subscribe. Why? Why? Get in the chat. It's open for everybody right now. Tell us why you ain't subscribed yet. Email me if you don't want everybody to see it. Why haven't you subscribed yet? I know I have tough conversations over here, but understand this. It's all awareness, and most of the time it's all in fun. But we are not hostile people over here. We talk. Our bark is bigger than our bite. Okay, we ain't about to lose nothing over here over no doggone argument. But we would enjoy the banter. We enjoyed the banter. He sure did, Joanna. He sure did. So thank you so much, family, for tapping in with me today. I didn't intend for this to be long at all. I just wanted to check in during your brunch break. I hope that your day is going well. I hope, yes, we do. We have a good time over here. Thank y'all so much for giving me an opportunity to educate, elevate, and entertain you guys. And I appreciate you all for hanging in there with me. So with that being said, do y'all want me to drop the link or y'all good for the day? Y'all good for the day or what? Y'all want to come up here and share how you feel? Give me one moment.
Big shout out to Sis, another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into our channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap into Sis joint as well. Another one of our main queens for sure. Scope Goddess. Make sure y'all show us some love down there for sure, man. And tap into our channel as well. Sis got some good content over there. She been cooking for sure, consistently. So make sure y'all tap into Sis joint as well.
Hey, Discern Goddess, I'm glad I seen you and I can catch you to tell you this. I don't know what you doing, but you on fire, discern. I got 3 of them folks who's from Colorado, and they love you, mama. Shout out to the video where you said Shedeur giving you props to all the aunties out there. What if I tell you all the kings giving you props? Like, where I drop the ball is where beautiful queens like you pick it up. You definitely did a great job in picking it up on the news, breaking down information, anything pertaining to Colorado, anything like that. Where I slack, a fire mama like you definitely pick up. So I was waiting to see you too, because I know it's my fault. I don't go live a lot. I don't be on this internet like I used to a lot. I will change that. I will be here more. In fact, I want to be on your platform more. I ain't gonna lie, you popping, and this why I be telling I didn't tell Discern to follow the program. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm proud of Discern because she knew for herself she can do this.
All right. I want to say thank you to my brothers, Dino Up the Skull and I Smoke Hip Hop Live. I appreciate y'all. And if nobody else supports me ever on YouTube, those brothers stand 10 toes down with me through this process of trying to figure this out. And they go beyond the platform. They lend their help me out. They give me the counsel that I need to get through this and all of that. So everybody is not that kind. I want y'all to know everybody is not that kind. So, but because they are, I appreciate them and I am so grateful for the both of those black men. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Mo. I see you in the chat, Real Mo Blaze. Hey, beloved. My brother Show pulled up on me. Hi, what's good? So if you all can see, I have dropped the link. I am interested in knowing, your views, your perspectives, even your theories around what we just saw. The whole presser with Shedeur. I didn't know they was gonna cut it short. Like when they started cutting the damn press conference short, they ain't just cut it off on him. They cut it off on the damn person. Answer the You know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. Okay, I'm clicking over here on X real quick on the Twitter. When I tell y'all Twitter is not a real place, I got all these follows. I don't know who these people are, and they are not verified accounts, by the way. So let me tell y'all, be careful on Twitter. People will follow you with one name. Like right now, I have a follow from Deion Sanders, Cooch, not Coach, but Cooch Prime, a trade account, and David Vick. So what happened to me? I believe that's the only thing I can think of is somebody followed me. I don't know what happened, but it turned out to be one of those corn accounts. So people will follow you with one name, or you'll follow back or whatever with one name, and they turn their whole profile into something different. I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I'm like, well, how did this happen? I can't even remember y'all. But y'all, they are weird. I'm like, what is going on? I woke up either Sunday or Saturday and I saw all kind of stuff on my timeline. I'm like, where did this come from? And then I go through my follows and stuff like that. And I'm like, I never followed this person. But yeah, y'all be very careful over there on the X channel because it's it's crazy. It's really crazy. So let's get into some stuff while y'all think about what y'all gonna do. Oh, somebody had mentioned the QB tracker. So let's pull that up real quick. Here we go. So this does not include that. Oh my goodness, it's real bad. I wanted to deactivate my account, but I said no, I need my account. So this QB tracker is not up until today. This does not include anything from today, but this is the QB tracker. This is the QB tracker right here, and right there you can see Shedeur is leading. He's leading. Of course, we know that he gets the least amount of reps, but even with the least amount of reps and with the less talented players, he has the most touchdowns and the highest percentage. It's like how you end up like, are you that terrible that you end up with 113 reps? Like, how, Sway? How? How? Where are we getting 100? How do we come up with the decision to give somebody 113? And out of 113, you can, Lord have mercy. All I can see is, let me hush. But yeah, somebody mentioned the quarterback tracker earlier, and I wanted to put that up there so we can see how well Shedeur is doing. Even with him sitting out a day, I believe he still is going to be the one leading on the board. That's what I believe. That he's still going to be the one leading on the board. Give me one moment. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't miss nothing, so I had to check my sources. Okay, that question that yeah, he was doing terrible. It was abysmal in the words of bless one. He said abysmal. So the reporter asked Shador, "What can you expect from him in a game setting?" And this was his response. He said, "Have you watched me in college?" Yeah, like what do you mean? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Somebody else was pissed off with Grossy for asking. Let me share it. We can watch it together. Somebody was pissed off with him for asking that dumbass question about his damn MRI. I be trying not to cuss, but it be stuff like this that make me go to hell off. Hold on a minute. Why would you ask him about his damn MRI, you weirdo?
Because he's got a sore arm.
Okay, so you're using that as a negative again?
He's got the fewest reps in camp, and he's got a sore arm. Why? Well, people say he throws a lot before practice and after practice. Well, how counterproductive is that?
I'm sure.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can see. Let me know when y'all can see the video. Can y'all see the video? Let me know when y'all can see the video. And see, this is what I meant about Grossy. He asks dumb questions so he can go back on the radio show and talk stupid. You know, he wants to create content for his radio show.
He's got the fewest reps in camp, and he's got a sore arm. Why? Well, people.
He said he has the fewest reps in camp and he has a sore arm. Well, why didn't you say that? Why are you asking him about a damn MRI, you piece of...
People say he throws a lot before practice and after practice. Well,
It's called warming up. It's called warming up.
how counterproductive is that?
I'm sure there's a method to the madness.
What is it?
He's trying to get his arm right, Tone. I'm sure he's probably practiced more now than he has at any point in his
Well, it
collegiate
obviously
career.
was counterproductive because he's got a sore arm.
Okay, so you're using that as a negative against the kid?
It don't matter what Shedeur does. That blonde ass crackerjack, that blonde haired crackerjack is gonna always find something wrong with Shedeur.
I don't understand.
Jesus God, would you give him a chance?
Well,
My God,
here's the
because his
thing.
arm's sore.
Yeah.
What? That's a negative that the kid's got a sore arm.
Yes.
Because
That's a quarterback. That's something quarterbacks deal with.
he's working too hard. Get the hell out of here.
Working against who?
You know you done messed up when you get your own white folk be mad as hell at you. See, now I ain't even got to say nothing. It look like they finna get him. I don't even have to say a word.
Get out of here. You got an agenda with that. You're gonna, you know what,
Riz.
Tone? That's gonna bite you in the ass.
He's got the fewest reps in camp.
Y'all, that man said, "Get out of here. Get out of here with that. You have an agenda," and he right. He does have an agenda. He is wicked as I don't know what. This is ridiculous. Okay, give me one moment. I'm looking for something else. Hold on. I'm so sick of Cleveland. They talking about Dylan Gabriel has limited reps because he has a Dylan Gabriel. The latest news is Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett both have a hamstring injury. But anywho, I'm done with them. Like I'm so over the Cleveland Browns, y'all. I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of these people. So if you're new here, so last night one of the things I did present to the chat is that there are so many of us who are affected by this whole circus and this poop show going on with Shador that it cannot be legal in no workplace ever, okay, for a workplace to act in a certain way. Shador is not going to, nor is he going to want to file an EEOC complaint. He's not going to do that because he is thankful for his opportunity. But that doesn't say that we can't file an EEOC complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission on behalf of Shador against the Cleveland Browns. So I know we're drained and over this mess. So if you are someone you think that you want to be a part of a committee to work on an EEOC complaint on behalf of Shador, email me as well as generate a change.org petition. Email me. I'm going to put together a team and we are going to come up with a perfect script to on behalf of Shador so that the public can get, can organize on his behalf. Yes, he has a fan base, and I tell people all the time, I am not a fan. I am a family member. Over here, we are aunties, uncles, and cousins, and we are family members, and we mean business about our family member. So, on behalf of our nephew, the village would like to get together and do something because it's like we are watching from the outside. It's like we're watching, but what can we do to help? Like, what can I do to help? What can I do to affect change? So these are the questions I ask myself, and I figure I will pose them to you as well if you want to be a part of putting together that change.org petition as well as working on his EEOC complaint. Get in contact with me and eventually we'll get together virtually and start working on that. Even if somebody else does it first, I don't know if anybody else is doing this. I have not heard of it. But if they started, they you just know you heard it here first, okay? And it don't matter to me who does it as long as it gets done. As long as it gets done. And with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you for being here today. I love you for your support. And you all definitely have a blessed day. Have a blessed
Auntie, favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie. Favorite auntie. You my favorite auntie now. I appreciate that. Shout out favorite auntie.